I'm So this is going to be a quick recipe of stuffed potato. And I already got my potatoes made. Um, this is the potatoes. I already baked these. So they're pretty big potatoes. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the inside of the potato out. And I'm going to pre-mix it. And then I'm going to come back and stuff the inside. So I got to keep the shell nice and... The outside, not the shell, I'm sorry. The outside of the potato. Let me see. I washed this, it's wet. So let's see if I can keep this potato. And we can take the outside of this, I mean the inside of it out. Because I want to like create a shell. I don't have to take all of it out. But like most of it where the shell doesn't, the skin, I keep saying shell. The skin doesn't, uh-oh. So I gotta be gentle, I guess. And when I cook these potatoes, I didn't wrap them with foil paper. What I actually did was I put a little bit of olive oil on the back of them. Put a little bit of Himalaya salt on the outside. So that's what you see there. I want to take as much as these out as possible. The inside. This one kind of broke. But this is fine because it'll still take a little bit more out. And this is on low. So it's giving me time to do this. So we'll put that one back. And then I have another one. And you can see the outside. And it give it, like when you put the olive oil on the outside before you bake it, it give it the skin like a crisp taste a little bit. Now if I was just doing like a regular baked potato, then I wrap it. But because I'm not, I just want as much as this open as possible without tearing the skin off too much. That one was kind of stuck. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. I'm back, guys. Let me see what some of y'all. Hi. It don't look delicious yet, but thank you. I'ma show y'all what I'm gonna do here. And this is just me creating like the base to go in the inside of this potato. So we'll take this one because I'm gonna stuff like the middle of these. So we'll put this one here. This one right here, you can see it real good. I didn't cut this one. So you can see, but I got like the salt on the outside. And I'm gonna show you the olive oil. Let me eat this. I'm eating while I'm cooking. This is the olive oil I use. Very light. It doesn't have like that strong taste that olive oil usually has. We're gonna put some sausage. I got some shrimp, a little bit of scallops, and then I have the crab meat that's in the can. So let's cut this up a little bit more. And this is actually chicken smoked sausage, because I don't eat pork, so, and I don't eat beef. So mostly everything I cook with is either turkey or chicken or seafood. And I want those to get like a little brown. That's also while we're waiting. Let's heat up our broccoli. This gonna be easy. That's why in the broccoli I got, it's simple. I got the frozen broccoli. Now, if you try this, you can try the fresh broccoli. But as for me, I got the frozen broccoli. I got the frozen corn. And I mean, we're gonna use a little bit of the liquid cheese. I got a little bit of sharp cheese to go on the top. So we're gonna include all of that into these potatoes. And this in a pot, this is like just a little bit of bell pepper, onion. I did a little bit of I'm making a mess. I did a little bit of pepper, habanero pepper, but I just cut a little piece just to give it a little kick. Nothing too strong. See, if I would have did this when it was hot, it would have been much easier. But I had to go to the store to get some of the ingredients. So, and by the time I came back, of course. And if you get a little bit of skin in there, that's okay. And the potato doesn't have to be perfect. It does not have to be perfect, because we just really, this is more of like just a lining. I mean, you want to take enough of it out of there where you can stuff it. And you don't have to take all of the inside of the potato out, because I'm going to take this, what I'm taking out, and mix it with all of this stuff I have here. So I got about 5 potatoes. I want this to have like a little burn on it. I already preheat the oven, so I'm about to roast a ham and turkey hog with a bit of cheddar. Oh, wow. I wish I could see how that turned out. This is a really big potato, this one. These are Idaho potatoes. I love Idaho. And this white stuff you see again, that's just the olive oil and the salt that I put on there. And if you try this at home, do it when the potato is hot, because it's much easier. It's much easier to take the inside out. I'm kind of warming up my broccoli. This one is big. And like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. And take enough of it out of there where you can, kind of like when you mix it up with everything, you can pre-stuff it. Let's cut this down. Now that the onions have sauteed, and these are smoked sausage, so we'll have that like smoked taste. I'm gonna go in there now with the butter. I like sweet butter, and I always get unsalted. The reason why, because I'm gonna add my own flavor. So I don't want it to, excuse me, that's that pepper. I don't want it to have too much sodium. So we'll let that butter kind of cooking that. This will actually give us a base. So see, those sausages was kind of burnt. That's how I wanted them, just like that. So this is the broccoli that I put in the microwave, but I didn't let the broccoli get too hot. Oop, got it upside down. It didn't get too hot. Because remember, this is going to go in the oven. I'm going to put these potatoes back in the oven. So. That's the corn. And I'll show you guys in a minute the crab meat that I'm going to use. I can't, if there's any comments, I can't read it right now. Let me try to get this started. So, we'll put this one here. This potato, this one isn't as big. See, if it was hot, you could do like this and push the potato right up. But because I let the potatoes get cool, is this camera on? Okay. We're actually going to put this potato in this skillet as well to soften it up, and then we're going to restuff this potato. This one is good. This enough. And like I said, it's okay to have a couple. This is the last one. This is a big one. It's okay to have a little bit still left open. And like I say, usually if you do this when it's hot, the potato is much easier to come out. I went to the store, so after the potatoes finished cooking, I didn't do it right away, which usually is how I would do it. So we got plenty of potatoes, enough for, the stuff. I did it like I did, yeah, 5 potatoes. Okay, I think that's good. I ain't trying to get perfect. Just enough though. So what we're gonna do now is add this corn in here. And add the corn. Now we're gonna cut up the heat a little bit. So we'll let this corn just cook a little bit because I don't want it cooked too much because I'm going to put it back in the oven. And then this is the potato that I peeled. That I took from the inside. So we're going to take all of this and put this back in here. Remember, we're creating, this is a base. The inside for the stuffed potato. And then remember we had potato on the sides. Let's cut it up this way, because it's taking forever to cook. I'm going to put broccoli in here too, but we're going to do the broccoli last because I don't want it to be smushed. So, and because this potato, it is kind of cold, that's why I went ahead and put it in here now. Everything don't have to be overcooked because remember, you're going to put this in the oven. This will have a little kick to it as well. So we just want to kind of mash that potato. And that's this potato heat. It'll be easy to kind of like break up. And I mean, with this meal, you don't really need nothing else. Because you have your vegetable, you got your starch, you have your meat. This is like a one-pot meal. Let me get a spoon. Let's clean up some of this stuff. I don't want my potatoes like a mashed potato. But I don't want them, you know, kind of like loose. Okay. This is the crab meat that I'll be using. Get rid of it. So that's the crab meat. And then of course, we're going to use a little Old Bay. Make sure nothing sticks. So the Old Bay mixed with the butter, the sweet butter that I use. And of course, we're going to use a little bit of Slap Your Mama. This got a little kick to it too. Cut this down a little bit. And then we're going to use a little bit of black pepper. I'm going to use a little bit of I'm going to use a little bit of garlic, but I always like to use this. We'll just put a little bit. Put this down some. We're going to use a little bit of heavy whipping cream. And this is just make it like a little thick. Because remember, I'm going to come and put a little bit of that cheese sauce in it as well. So it'll be nice and cheesy with a seafood flavor. And even if you see your potatoes, it's getting like a little mush a little bit, that's okay. So let's open the crab meat. This is really like really quick. I think the longest process of this is when you're cooking the potatoes. I didn't wrap my potatoes because I wanted that crispy, because I wanted the skin to be kind of crispy. But if you wrap the potatoes, they'll cook a little faster in the oven. And I always cook it on 350. Give me a second, guys. I'm opening up this pan. And this is real crab meat. Real crab meat. This is the claw. And this is how it looks on the inside. Let's cut this down a little bit more. That's a little bit more heavy whipping cream. So let me just show you this. See how thick that is? That's the claw. I love the claw. Anytime I do canned meat, the claw. To me, the claws is the best meat. I don't know how they get it so perfect on the top, and then when you open the inside, it just everything is just scattered. So of course, we're gonna take this and mix all of it in. Make sure all of it is mixed in here. You don't want to chop it up too much. Look at all that meat. Now, guess what? We're going to put a little bit of this in it. This is some liquid cheese. They're kind of... Because remember, what is a potato without cheese, right? And once this is done, if you want to top this with like sour cream, you can. Definitely can. I'm gonna use another. Use the other half a stick of butter. Because what is a potato if it's not buttery, right? I'll put that in there and let that kind of cook. I should have used my and I'm just doing like this so it doesn't stick to the bottom of this pan. So we want that butter to melt. Cut it up a little bit to get that butter melted. And I'm gonna go back in there with a little bit of, we'll use a little bit of this. And if you notice, I didn't really use salt because all of this have salt on it. I'd rather the seafood flavors. Hold on. Because all of it has sodium in it. Sorry all that noise, y'all. We'll do a little bit more Old Bay. Nothing too much. And just to make sure it's a little spicy, a little bit of crushed peppers. not too much. So that butter is about melted. Now I'm going to go in there with my shrimp. And we want all this for the potato. I'm going to go in here with my shrimp now. So we'll do this. Clear it away. I got it in this little bowl. I had already cleaned the shrimp. That's shrimp and this is scallops. So this potato gonna be loaded. And as we know, shrimp does not take long to cook. Or scallops. Just kind of wait for the shrimp to turn a little orange. So while this is kind of cooking down, let me portion the potatoes inside the pan. Let me put all this stuff up that I've used and don't need anymore. So this is cooking. I'm just kind of like cleaning up a little bit. And I'm going to use this same pan. I was going to change pans, but I'm not going to do that because it's just messing up dishes. I'm going to use the same pan that I used to cook the potatoes in. Let's move this out the way. Let's put that in there. That's the other broccoli. So, let me see how I'm gonna do this. I gotta move this back. This thing be moving. I hope it don't move. I'm gonna move that back. Put that there. This is how the potatoes look, and I know they probably look ugly. I want those shrimps to turn orange. It don't have to be too orange, because like I said, I got my oven preheated to 350. We're gonna top this with broccoli, cheese. And I mean, I got so much stuff, and I could really stuff these. These are gonna be stuff. Let's see how that turned out, even though the shrimp. Okay. Nice and spicy. There's plenty in here. I don't know why it's not spraying. And this is just a little bit. I cannot believe it's butter. This one is 0 calories. So I think what we'll do, I'm probably going to have filling left over. I'm going to start just putting I love broccoli, but I hate the smell of broccoli. So we'll just kind of start putting a little bit of the broccoli. I only have 2 bags of this, so you got to make sure I got enough for all of them. Okay, those shrimp turning orange. It's turning. This may be enough broccoli unless I decide I gotta give this one over here some love too, huh? And that one. But this one wasn't that big. Is that it? Where are you, broccoli? Which one looking skimpy? Let's give him some more love. Okay. We'll let it cook a little bit to make sure the scallops is completely cooked. Y'all see how lazy I am? I should have used my bigger pot. But I said, you know what? Let's go over there. Let's go try to use the rest of this. And then I got like one more pack of broccoli in the microwave. I gotta clean out my microwave. This is the broccoli. Now you could do this with fresh broccoli. It's up to you. Yeah, I love baked potato too. And I'm gonna tell you something. When I was doing Weight Watchers, potatoes is really not fattening. It's what you put on it. Now I'm not gonna lie. This may not be the most healthy meal, but I don't do this every day. And I really came on here to show you guys how this is done. So my household probably will eat this. I probably eat just half of it. Half a potato. Because I am watching what I eat. And what's so crazy, a lot of times I cook food, I can't even eat it like the same day I cook it until the next day. For some reason, like if I'm cooking like a big meal, it'll take my appetite. Okay. So I think it's safe to load it because like I said, this is going to go in the oven for about 30 minutes. So we'll just kind of start loading it. And you can fix it up to look as pretty as you want. And I'm sorry, my potatoes isn't perfect. I should have did this when the potatoes was hot. And I didn't. So I'll make sure all of it is loaded first. And then I'll come back and reload it. I'm probably going to have extra. Let's straighten you up. You. We got to make sure all of them have shrimp, sausage, the corn, that butter. I mean, just load it. And I still have it on hot. This is still warm. So, and don't overcook your vegetables. Let's make some scallops in there. And I got the smallest scallops. He's big. You can cover your whole potato. And if you have leftovers, you can put it on pasta. Uh-oh. I want to kind of keep it. You can put it on pasta. You can put it, that's the sort that's on here. You could put it, save it for another potato. Last time I made this, somebody asked me, can you put it on sweet potatoes? I'm for sure you can. There's no rules to this at all. We know this is going to be loaded over. That's the whole thing. The whole purpose, loaded potatoes. Let's make sure he gets some. He overloaded too. I probably have a little feeling I'd have made the biggest mess ever. So now what we'll do, let's cut this off. This is what I have left over. So I'll probably put this in a smaller pot where, well, let's put some more on this one. Where if someone comes from out of my household and they say, well, I want some more topping, here's some here. This is the last, this is the broccoli, the other bag. So what we're gonna do to make it look all pretty and nice, we're just gonna like top it a little bit, the top with broccoli. I'm gonna use this. I love these. I got this from Hobby Lobby. So let's do this. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm sorry, I had a call coming in. Couldn't do that. This is like just trying to make it look. I'm trying to be fancy now. Man, I got to be careful how I put it on here because, as you can see, the potatoes are really overloaded. So let's just do this. Like I said, if it drip over a little bit, that's okay. No rules. I just want to hurry up. Look at me. And then I'm going to top this with some shredded cheese. I'm going to put a little bit more Old Bay on the top of them. You can actually create like a crab ball too. Versus a stuffed potato. Like with the red sauce. You can do that as well. And of course this broccoli got like a little... I didn't get the plain broccoli. I got the broccoli with the cheese flavoring. So now, wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute. Can't let no food go to waste. We don't want this to burn. I cut the stove off. I got a big mess. I should call my son to come and clean. So this is the final. Let me put it back so you can see exactly how it looks. And I know it don't look too. This is how it looks so far. So now what I'm gonna do? I like sharp cheese. Voila! So I'm gonna come, and I'm gonna tell you, once you put this in the oven, oh, you know what? We forgot one thing. I said I was gonna top it with some Old Bay. And I'm gonna use this side because you don't want to put too much. And let's top it with a little bit of crushed peppers. Again, we're gonna use this side. I just put a little bit. Now, if you want to go crazy with it, you can. Crushed pepper is not that hot. And then we'll put this in the oven. I put this in the oven for maybe like 30 minutes. Not that. 30 minutes. So this is how we're looking. So we'll put it in here. We'll let all that cook, and look at this mess I made. And I'll clean this pot and put the rest of this like in a small little pan. I wish I could get the rest of this to you guys so y'all could taste it. It tastes so good. I'll this how small the scallops was. It tastes good. So I'm gonna do some cleaning. I just put it in this little bowl here. And what I'll do, thank you guys for watching. Please hit that like button. I'll let that cook for about 30 minutes. And I'll come back and show you guys how it turned out. How everything melted. And just how everything turned out. And then once they come out, if someone want to put extra on their potato, or they just want extra because they're not full, they can actually they can use that. So I'm gonna do some cleaning. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all guys, give me about maybe 30-40 minutes. Let me clean up. By then the potatoes will be finished. My kitchen will be back in order. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Liking is free. Thank you so much, and I'll be back in a little bit. Thank you. Bye.